We have some instruments patch. What we're going to do is we are going to hang them up in Augmented. So what we can do is we can come in here to Augmented3d, and what I'm going to actually do is I'm actually going to split my screen. So I have patch on one side, and I have Augmented on the other side. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we are going to take these lights and we're going to hang them. So what we need to do is we need to find out where in our space these would normally hang. So you'll notice that we've got two sets of information. We've got position and orientation. So we're going to work on position first. And you notice that it has three axes: the x-axis, the y-axis, and the z-axis. The z-axis is how high up in the air these lights will be hung from. The y-axis is how far back from the plaster line. And so that would be like where our pipes are located. And then the x-axis is where on the pipes all of our lights would be. So what I've done is I have highlighted channels 1 through 5. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to hang these, quote unquote, in the catwalk. So let's take a look at where the catwalk is. So if I come in here and I click on this pipe, I've already got it set so that it tells me that the catwalk is 27 feet 6 inches tall. So I'm going to come back here, and where it says Z, I'm going to click 27.6. So just so you know that 27.6 is 27 feet 6 inches. And feet and inches don't work on a 10-point decimal system, but that's how it's read here. All right, so let's see where it is 26 feet back from center. And you can actually see that the lights are turned on and they're already hanging in space. And so this is going to be 26, negative 26 feet. Okay, there it is. So now what we have to do is we have to set the position of each one of these along the x-axis or along the pole. So let's start with channel number 1. So I'll select channel number 1, and I know that our proscenium opening is 60 feet wide, so I'm going to set this at 30 feet. And there it is over there. So now I'm going to go to 5, and I'm going to set that x-axis at minus 30 feet. All right, now 3 is going to remain in the center, so I'm not going to touch that. 2, let's move 2. Halfway between 30 and 0 is 15, so I'm going to say 15. So let's just select 2 and click in here, and we'll say 15. And then we'll say 4 is negative 15. Okay. Good. Now you'll notice down here that what it is doing is it is giving us some options here. We can use slashes, and we can enter in all of the information for all of those. But we're not going to do that right now. So let's focus these lights now. Okay, so now let's go 1 through 5. And we're going to focus the lights. Now, focusing the lights are done with these indicators right here. It's going to be along the x-axis. So you'll notice that if I have all of them selected, that they're all moving at the same time. So as I move the degrees up, they are all moving. And so now that I have that there, what I want to do is I want to move them in closer together. So let's start with 2, and let's move that one along the y-axis. Let's see. That looks like it's got a good overlap. And then we'll say number 1, and we'll move that along the y-axis as well. Let's see, how far did I move number 2? Moved at 13. So let's see what happens if we move this one 13. We're going to have to move this one up as well. So let's say 1 through 3. And yeah, pretty decent overlap. Let's get just a little more overlap on number 3. And so we'll say, I'm sorry, number 2. So let's say that's 15 degrees. Okay. So what I can do now is I can copy this information for my other lights now. So let's see. So 4 is going to, I guess this is 15 or 13. And then this, I think, was 15. Okay, so let's take a look. 1 through 5. That's pretty good. I think that for the work that we're going to be doing here, that is going to be sufficient. So let's take a second and let's do the exact same thing for our next row of front lights for our catwalk. Okay, so we don't want to put lights right on top of each other, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to space them out about 6 inches away. So we'll say 11 through 15. Let's say that these are all going to be 27.6 and negative 26. Right, so those are going to be all on the catwalk. And then 13. 13 is not going to be at 0, right? It's going to be at 0.6. So that's 6 inches apart. Okay, so let's say 15 is going to be at 29.6. So 12 will be negative 14.6. And 11 will be negative 29.6. Oops. All right, so let's turn those all on. And the way I'm turning them on is I'm just highlighting them. And now I'm going to move them all up. I gotta move all those. That looks like it's going to be good right there. Let's move 11 in. And then, let's see, that's negative 14. So we can say 15 is 14. Pretty good. Wrong way. So let's say this is 7. And let's see how that looks. 11 through 15. Pretty good. Let's try 1 through 15. And look at that. That's pretty good. I might actually bring the front light down. You'll notice that although these are the same lights, that we've got bigger circles back here than we do up here. You should remember from Theater Tech 1 that since these are throwing further, that they actually look bigger because the cone will get larger as it goes. So what I might do is I might do 11 through 15, and I might just bring them down a little bit, maybe to there. All right, so there you have it.